Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over some reloading using Hornady 147 ELDMs, Hodgdon H4350, and 6.5 Creedmoor. The rifle I'll be using for this video is my custom-built PRS rifle. It is a Lone Peak Fusion Action KRG Whiskey 3 Gen 6, a Zero Compromise 5-27. Can't remember which exact reticle I have, and that is in a spur mount. All right, we got H4350 147 ELDM, DR4 primers, Peterson brass. Looks like we'll shoot a 10-shot group, see how she does. Reset the chrono. Shoot 10-shot groups here, so we'll see how it comes out. I'm hoping to get around 2650, maybe more. Primer still nice and round. Pretty solid group, a lot slower than I was looking for. Average of 25.64. Hoping to get 100 more feet per second, but we might be able to do that. Standard deviation of 9.5, extreme spread of 35 even. Sweet. And the group close to 1/2 inch. I'll show pictures on the screen in a little bit, if I can figure out how to do that. So we got, alright, we got 39 grains of 4350 up next. Let's see how that shoots. I'm going to be testing a little bit here with all this. The difference between kind of Hornady's load development process versus kind of the traditional, whether it be OCW or like a modified Satterley method. I'll play around with some of that stuff, put it on the channel, and come to our own conclusion. $25.95, so a good bit faster. Let's see if that holds true, or kind of tough shooting today. We got snow yesterday, sun's out, kind of creating a lot of mirage. It's only 28 degrees out, but that sun is nice and bright and hot. So, group on this one is not as good, but so far my ES and SD is going to be a lot better. Alright, so that 10-shot string, my average is 25.99, stream spread of 10, and SD of 3.5 feet per second. Now, that's not at the velocity I want, but man, to have those kind of ESs and SDs, hopefully we can continue to see that, get into a higher node if those are even a thing. Alright, we got our next 10-shot group here, 147 ELDMs, 39.5 grains of H4350. Let's see how these end up. Chronograph set. Still nice and round. I might have said flat the last time, but that would be inaccurate. Alright. 2631 as an average. Not bad. It looks like we're going to be able to hit that 2650, which I was hoping for. If I can get closer to 2700, great, but not too worried about that. SD, pretty solid. Coming in at 6.1. It's hard to be excited about that after the Unreal 3.5 on the last one. But I would take that. That would definitely work. If I can get that kind of SD with another 40 to 60 feet per second, that'd be about perfect. That's the primer foot. Still nice and round, no pressure signs. 2662. $26.62. $26.65. $26.50. $26.44. Alright, a little bit more of an extreme spread, but I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. So we have an average of 2654, an SD of 8.2, an ES of 20.6. And then next we got 40.5 grains. Well, 40.5 should get me about to what I was hoping for velocities. I have not even touched pressure signs yet, so I can run hotter. We'll see how this shoots for a group, and go from there. Alright, we are to the 40.5 grains of H4350. This is just over Hornady's max load, supposedly. I haven't seen any pressure signs, so I'm cool with running it. But, like everything in reloading, work up at your own risk. 2689. That's about the ballpark we want to be at. Still a nice round primer. Alright, not too shabby. That's probably where I might mess around with seating depth, see if that'll play any factor into average group size, because my average velocity on that was 2684. Not the smallest group I've had so far, but not too bad either. Standard deviation was a 6. And ES was 18, so not bad for a 10 round string. I'll have to explore more of that. Alright, as you can see, I had some pretty good results from the range. So before the video started, I shot a 10-shot group just to kind of get everything warmed up, settled in. And that's some old ammo that I had that I loaded up with old 4451 IMR, now discontinued powder. So that was just for break-in. First set of groups with 38.5 grains of H4350. Came in a little under a half an inch. That's pretty impressive. The velocities were pretty slow on that. But group size was good. When I went up to 39 grains, you can see still a pretty solid group. Got a little bit elongated. Wasn't at the velocities I was looking to get anyway. Going to 39.5. If my memory serves me right, that is where my super tight ES came from. But still a pretty solid group, closer to 3/4 of an inch. Then we went down to 40 grains and kind of had two outside of the main set of group there. All the shots felt good. I'm just going to go with that's just the way that shoots. Velocity was pretty solid, but I'm still getting close to a half inch group with the 40.5, which is where I was at 2680 feet per second. And that's really in the ballpark of where I want to be with these. And I can take the slightly larger group size with the better velocities.